Whiskey Tango Charlie, welcome to another episode. Charles, this is kind of the holiday episode where, we reminisce, community.
Man, and here we are with our good friend Bill, and we got invited over to Bill's place for a little sampling, pre-holiday, just before Christmas. Bill, good to see you, my friend.
Great to see you. Having Whiskey Tango Charlie here is a true honor. Appreciate that.
Well, thank you, my friend. You have quite the selection of bourbons.
He's got a bottle or two, right?
Yeah, still just here and there, picking up things.
Right? So your passion of the lifestyle and how you've started to collect these bottles and your palate and how it's moved. So let's talk about your palate first and how it's moved from your first taste of bourbon to maybe what we're going to taste today.
Yeah, I think like many, I was gateway entry as Jack Coke, and then progressed to, maybe I should drink a little bit of Gentleman Jack on ice because that seemed a little more sophisticated and
more manly.
Right, I'm got a little bit more, finesse, and then to the neat. I think that was where I thought I had achieved all that I needed in the whiskey world, and it was not even close. So it's been an amazing journey. Like the opportunity to taste a lot of different flavors and build profiles and understand more about what whiskey does has been fantastic.
So Charles, it is a journey.
Gosh. And some would say roller coaster. And some would say lightening the wallet a lot, right?
Oh, for sure.
So, no, this is really special, guys. For me to get back in, I've had a few weeks out of pocket here, been a little busy on some other projects, but it's good to be back, and I am excited about this. My friend, you've got a little sample here. What is this? Tell us about this bottle.
Special release with the Murray Hill Club. So their cigar blend, they put it out for the season, and I was super excited to walk and see it sitting on the shelf and couldn't wait. Like I couldn't believe I had an opportunity to actually be able to get a chance to taste this.
So let's talk about Magnus, and let's talk about the club itself, right? Mm-hmm. So can you tell us a little background on that?
So I know just my personal journey is the opportunity to go through whether it was the club and some of the original cigar blends and Nancy, the master blender, and what she proposed and what she put together. And then as it's progressed, it seems to be one of those little hot words, right? Like everybody wants a cigar blend these days. That's translated into continuing to watch and see what happens, and I think that's probably what brought me a little bit closer to tasting this, because their I think it's their cognac finish is their secondary finish. It's maybe the most popular out there, and it's amazing.
So let me ask you this, because I don't know. I know Joseph Magnus. I'm in another distillery. So tell me about the cigar blend. Is this blended just technically for having a cigar with it, or is this a blend for cigar people? I know that's kind of like sounds all in the same, but I'm asking it for a very specific reason.
So actually, it is more about the flavors that are coming from the whiskey.
Whiskey, okay.
Yeah, so it's more about what it blends into or what those flavors you're getting from that. So not necessarily respective to a cigar itself, but more of those flavors that you get when you're smoking a cigar.
Okay.
So I'm pulling from that.
Fair enough. And folks, I really asked that for a very specific reason, because up until first part of this year, I was a cigar smoker. I really was venturing in. I spent a couple of years really enjoying the cigars, but for some health things, I made a decision in January to stop cigars. But I respect and I love the things that happen with the cigar and whiskey. So that's all kind of And I didn't know if this was specifically to have a cigar with the whiskey, or you could just have this alone.
Have it by itself, enjoy the flavors that come from it, and not have that other piece associated.
Okay.
Well, let's bust this thing open.
All right, let's do it.
Ooh, yeah,
Right?
baby.
See if
at
we
this
can.
stuff. Whoa.
Yeah. No. So Charles, I really quit carrying a knife. Ever since I figured I could kill people with my bare hands, I don't like. But I never thought about what Bill's doing, so maybe I need to start carrying a knife again.
What was the old comedian said? I don't carry a knife anymore. I carry ice pick. Awesome.
Woo. I love that sound. I love the sound.
It is probably one of my favorite.
All right.
So
It's about.
You do the
So
honors,
it's
sir.
okay. It's the honors of
Little sample there. I'm gonna tell you that is dark in the glass. Ladies and gentlemen, that pour is dark. Don't know any background on this, but I'm gonna tell you that the age on that's got to be a little bit older.
so 111 proof, right? It's finished in a cavernous. How you say that? Cat. It ain't from around here. I can tell you that shit. Right. And it is a blended whiskey. Right. So I'm not really clear on the blend. This is bottle 3829, batch number 4. Right. And so specially blended. Let's take a look. Take a little look at it.
Dark. Wow.
So as much as I'd like to say there are legs on it,
No.
it's solid sticking to the glass. There are no legs. Well, hold on. Yeah, there are no legs on this. So the darkness, Charles, what are you picking up?
So I don't get there's no fruitiness to that. And
So I feel missed when I say, "Oh, there's oak."
no. No. And I don't get the sweets, caramels, and all that. So saying it's a blended whiskey, what you said earlier, I kind of.
So I may have COVID, gentlemen, because I didn't pick up shit.
You know, I pick up like a Rice Krispie treat, like having a that kind of the holiday
Nice.
with the colors and the marshmallow.
Oh my!
So I had to take a
I
little
done cheated.
sip.
I done got sick.
Yeah.
No, so I do,
Oh,
right?
my
So
gosh.
when I don't get a nose, right? So we could stand here and say, "Oh, it's the caramels and the oaks and that," right? Fuck, all of it has it, right? So I was looking for something in particular, didn't get it. So I took a little sip, right? And that always helps with a little sip.
My God.
Change the nose exponentially.
Oh. I'm just gonna warn you that blows up the palate. The flavor explosion is just.
I love Rice Krispie treats, Bill, but my palate didn't pick.
Well, that was the nose. And I'll tell you, I don't get that at all in the taste at all. Man, it fires up the mouth like it is all over, like every
inch.
So not 111 proof. I don't feel the hug,
no.
right?
What is that?
So it pours very nice.
And even though it doesn't have a lot of legs, boy, it sits in the mouth really nice. Like it has that extra.
So the reason it doesn't have legs is because it's fully immersed. It's coated, right? So it's going to coat your palate the same way. So with no legs, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen a pour with no legs like this.
So, you're not a cigar guy. You're not a cigar guy, right?
I
you
got
have-
a little bit. Yeah,
a little
I got an understanding of
Yeah.
it.
So I understand why this is named a cigar blend. Second sip, the after, as I'm breathing, it's reminiscent of a cigar. I get that exhale, sort of a cigar-ish finish. I'm just saying, for me. And then I get that, it must be that cask finish. I almost got a cab, almost a hint of a Cabernet sort of a thing in the back here. It sort of flowed out, but this, wow, very special, very, very special.
So long finish across my tongue, doesn't reach the front, right? So I'm going to guess there's not a lot of rye in this.
I don't believe so. No.
And I'm guessing that purely you guys are more of weeders than me. I like the finish. It's very rich. And I'm not saying that like rich like chocolate during the holidays. But I don't know if I could have 2 pours of this. That's how rich it feels to me.
It's rich like having a phenomenal meal. You go out, you have a big steak, and all the sides that go with that.
Yeah.
And this is what you finish that meal with, like a cab.
I could see that.
I can see that. Whiskey Tango Charlie Holiday Edition. We hope whatever's in your glass is something that you're sharing with friends, because it's about the lifestyle.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Bill,
Cheers.
thank you for joining us. And thank you for this excellent pour.
You're welcome.
That is an after dinner.
Dude, I get all kinds of dark cherry, just sitting, and it explodes. I get all the tingle that happens, but there's no heat that goes with it, like a big rye. Oh my